friends, it's Kristine Vicente with Queen City Stamp Art, and this week I need to send out some thank you notes, so I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. I've pulled out the Pick-a-Patch bundle from Stampin' Up. That's that cute pumpkin stamp set and punch that coordinates with it, and we're going to make some really cute thank you notes. Let's go make a card. Okay, so the star of the show today is the Pick-a-Patch bundle. I love this bundle. I think it's so adorable. It's got such sweet little pumpkin images and a variety of them, so you can make a lot of different groupings of pumpkins for different types of cards. It also has this beautiful pumpkin builder punch with 2 different size pumpkins, a leaf image, and a stem that you can punch out in one big punch. So it's really a wonderful set of tools for some very easy card making. In addition to the stamp set and punch, today we're going to be using some layering squares from the Stylish Shapes dies. We're going to be using a panel embossed with the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder. And to dress up the end result, we're going to be using some of these brush metallic adhesive back dots. So the color scheme today is going to be Lost Lagoon, Pumpkin Pie, and Pecan Pie. So if you have those items, you're welcome to pull those out and craft along with me. So for the basic card kit, you're going to need a basic white thick card base that measures 11 by 4 1/4, and you're going to score it in half at 5 1/2. And then we're going to take the layer panel that measures 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to layer that right on top. And I already distressed it with the embossing folder, so it already has that beautiful texture. So we're just going to put that together, and this is going to be a landscape oriented card, but it's going to open to the left, so it's going to open like that. Now we're going to add this little strip. So you're going to want to cut yourself a strip that measures 1 by 4 inches, and then cut a little banner end into one of the ends. And then we'll add this little strip to the card base. And I'm going to add this right about 1 inch from the edge of the distressed panel. So the embossed panel about 1 inch up from that, just like this. And now we're going to set this piece aside, and we're going to work on putting together the rest of this. So the first thing we're going to do is a little bit of stamping. We're going to take these 2 panels and we're going to glue them together. And they're just going to layer together nicely. What I did for these was I cut 2 of the squares. I used the largest and the second largest. So the largest, I cut the Pretty Peacock panel, and then the second to largest, I cut the Inked Botanicals Designer Series paper. And then those are layered together, and we'll set that aside for a minute. We are actually going to stamp on that, but not right away. So let's go ahead and get our pumpkins going. So the first thing I want to do is stamp my orange pumpkin in Pumpkin Pie. So I took the larger of the 2 pumpkins, and I'm going to stamp this a little bit off from the right side of my panel, because when I go to punch this now, I want to be able to punch the white pumpkin and the orange pumpkin at the same time. So just like this. And then we get both of the pumpkins. And we actually also got a stem, which is really cool. So I'm going to use that little stem piece, and I'm going to open up my Pecan Pie, and I'm going to stamp this just because it's photopolymer, so it's clear and I can see it. And then I'm going to stamp another one right there. I'm going to punch that out. My punch. So now I have 2 stems, and then I'm going to need a leaf. So I've got my little leaf image, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my Lost Lagoon ink pad. stamp the leaf on this scrap. And I just need one. And I'm just going to put this in here and line it up, just like that. And now I have my leaf. Okay, I think that's about it. Now I'm just going to need my, I'm going to get my black ink pad, and I am going to stamp my sentiment onto this little white pumpkin. So this little sentiment says, "Thanks so much," and it fits perfectly on the little pumpkin, just like that. And now we can glue these little guys together. So I'm going to put a dot of glue on each of the stems, just a tiny dot at the base of the stem. And then I'm going to take each of my pumpkins and I'm going to add them to the stems. So this one, and then this one, just like that. And then I'm going to use this pumpkin as a little guide for stamping the little vine. So there's a vine image. There's two different vine images that come with this stamp set, and I want to add a little squiggly vine to my focal panel here. And so I just use that as a little guide as to where to stamp that little vine. And now when I glue that down, it'll look good. It'll be right where it needs to be. So let's go ahead and get our adhesive and add a little bit more to the back of this pumpkin. And I'm going to glue this one down, just like this. And then we'll add the little leaf with a mini Stampin' Dimensional. That'll fit perfectly on here. And I'm just going to put that to the side like that. And then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of this pumpkin. And those little ones work great for this too. And then we'll add this pumpkin right here, kind of overlapping the other one. Just like this, just like that. And now we can finish putting together our card. So I'm going to bring the card base back in, and I'm going to add some dimensional adhesive to the back of this panel. And I'm just going to use my regular big dimensionals for this part. And I think I'm going to add one more right here on the Pool Party strip. And then we'll place this here. And when I place this down, I want to be mindful. I want to make sure it's straight across the bottom and top. And then I also want to make sure I leave enough room over on this side so that I can add some of these beautiful brushed metallic gems to finish it off. These are beautiful. They come in gold, kind of a brassy looking color, and this beautiful copper. And so we're going to use the copper. And they have two different sizes, which is so nice. I think both sizes work well on these cards. And they may seem as though they pop up a little bit. They're a little bit more raised than some of our other gems. But when you look at this card from the side, you can see that these elements are also popped up. So it's not like they don't actually pop up above what's already popped up on the front of the card. So you shouldn't have any problem mailing this card is, I guess, the point I'm trying to make. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the cute little pumpkin card today. Don't forget to go over to queencitystampart.com and get the free project sheet. It has all the details on how to make this card, all the supplies you need, as well as the cutting guide for all of the pieces. Okay? Thanks so much for watching.